All right, let's talk about a name that's basically become a synonym for greatness in football, Ferenc Puskás. But how on earth did one man's name become the global standard, the very symbol for the perfect goal? Well, let's get into it.
You know, if you follow football, you know the name. Every single year, the world's biggest superstars, we're talking Ronaldo, Zlatan, Son Heung-min, they all dream of winning the Puskás Award. It's FIFA's official prize for the single most beautiful goal scored anywhere on the planet. It's a trophy that's reserved for a moment of just pure, undeniable genius.
So that's the big question, right? Who was this guy, Ferenc Puskás, that his name alone became the ultimate benchmark for a goal that takes your breath away? To really get that, we've got to go all the way back to the beginning.
Okay, so our story kicks off in Budapest, Hungary. This is where a young kid with what can only be described as a magical left foot began a journey that would pretty much redefine what was possible in football. From his earliest days, he wasn't just a good player, he was an absolute goal-scoring machine.
But before he was a global icon, people knew him as Uchi, which means little brother. He got the nickname because he was small, and he joined his local club, Kispest, which later became the army team Budapest Honvéd when he was just a teenager. His stature might have been small, but his talent? Oh, it was colossal.
And I mean, just take a look at these numbers for Budapest Honvéd. This wasn't just a flash in the pan or a couple of good seasons. We're talking more than a decade of relentless, almost unbelievable goal scoring. He was the league's top scorer 4 times during this incredible run. It's just staggering consistency.
370 goals in 358 matches. No, seriously, let that sink in for a second. He averaged more than 1 goal every single time he stepped out on the pitch. That's not just great. Statistically, that's just absurd.
As incredible as he was for his club, Puskás became a true global icon as the captain of his national team. He was even given the honorary rank of Major in the Army, which earned him one of the all-time great nicknames, the Galloping Major. He led a team known as the Arany Sapat, the Golden Team. And listen, this wasn't just a squad of great players. No. These guys were tactical revolutionaries. They were playing this fluid, attacking style of football that the rest of the world, quite frankly, just had no answer for.
And the results? Well, they speak for themselves. I mean, look at this. Between 1950 and 1956, this team played 50 matches and lost 1. Just 1. And that one loss, tragically, was in the 1954 World Cup final. But their dominance was just undeniable. They even beat England 6-3 at Wembley, becoming the first team from outside the British Isles to ever win there.
And who was at the very heart of it all? Yep, the Galloping Major. His personal record for Hungary is almost hard to comprehend. 84 goals in 85 games. He was the captain, the leader, and the lethal finisher for one of the greatest national teams we've ever seen.
But the story could have ended right there. After the Hungarian Revolution in 1956, Puskás defected. FIFA banned him for 2 years, and a lot of people thought his career was done. He was in his 30s, people said he was overweight, and then Real Madrid came calling. And what happened next was one of the greatest second acts in the history of sports.
It's honestly like he had 2 completely separate Hall of Fame careers packed into one life. You've got the young prodigy in Hungary on one side, and on the other, you have the veteran genius who shows up at Real Madrid at age 31 and casually bangs in another 242 goals, winning the league 5 more times. It's just astounding.
And in Madrid, he teamed up with the legendary Alfredo Di Stefano to form one of the most terrifying attacking duels the game has ever seen. Together, they built a dynasty, leading Real Madrid to completely dominate European football. His partner, Di Stefano himself, one of the all-time greats, put it perfectly. He said, "Puskás handled the ball with his left foot better than I could with my hands." I mean, coming from a player like him, that quote tells you everything you need to know about Puskás's God-given skill. And the silverware just kept piling up. 3 European Cups, including that legendary 1960 final where he scored 4 goals. 5 league titles. And get this, he won the Pichichi Trophy as Spain's top scorer 4 times, one of them at age 37. He didn't just adapt. He completely conquered a new league.
So, we've seen the prodigy in Budapest, the captain of the Golden Team, and the veteran superstar in Madrid. How do we pull all these incredible pieces together to understand his immortal legacy?
Well, it was about more than just what he did on the pitch. It was about the man himself. Other legends, like Germany's Franz Beckenbauer, didn't just respect his talent, they genuinely loved his character. He's remembered as this warm, funny, larger-than-life person who was adored by teammates and opponents alike.
So there you have it. That's the anatomy of this legend. An unbelievable goal scorer in two completely different eras. The inspirational captain of a team that literally changed the way football was played. A global icon who was bigger than the sport itself. And of course, the man whose name became the ultimate benchmark for the perfect goal.
And that brings us full circle, right back to where we started. Every year, we get to wait and see that one incredible moment of magic that is worthy of the Puska Award. It's a tradition that ensures that while players come and go, the standard of greatness set by the galloping major, that will live on forever. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Whose goal is going to be next?